Hey folks, Rob here, and I just want to make this quick video. This is kind of a update on the video, the Bond Arms potential life-threatening failure that I produced, probably close to, I don't know, it was early in the spring of last summer. Anyway, I want to make this real short because that video that I made was 11 minutes and 29 seconds long. Average watch time on that video is like 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So people are watching part of the video and not getting the whole gist of the video. I've gotten more negative comments on that video. I know Bond Arms is a great gun. People that have them love them. And anytime you say something negative about something people really like, they tend to come out of the woodwork and fault you for it. But anyway, here's the gist of the story. I purchased the gun new at Rural King. I'd carried it for over 30 days. I took it camping with me. And I thought I'd mention this on the video, but I did rewatch the video and I failed to mention this. But while I was camping, I did notice that the grip panels were loose. And I could not find a screwdriver to tighten the grips with. So I used, and if any of you are familiar with what a Mora knife is, they're just a thin blade knife that I always carry with me when I'm camping. And so I took the tip of that Mora knife and tightened up the grip panels enough to get me through the next couple days of camping. And I thought when I get home, I'll blue Loctite them and I'll be well. So I do the camping trip. I come home. You know, I never think no more about tightening the grips or putting Loctite on them or anything else for that matter. So I continue to carry the gun daily. We go on a vacation for a week to Tennessee, down to Pigeon Forge. And the last night we're there, we're at the hotel room. Somebody's, pulling at my door. Sounds like they're trying to get into my door at the hotel. You know, I get out of bed, I get my Bond Arms. When I get up and pull it out of the little holster, it's obvious the grip panels are loose, but you know, there's somebody pulling at my door. I got bigger fish to fry than worried about loose grip panels. So I go to the door and they're pulling, and about the time I get over to the door with my gun, it stops. I look through the peephole and I can see somebody's back walking away. So it was probably somebody drunk, trying to get in the wrong room, or, you know, it turned out to be nothing, but it could have been somebody breaking in my door to rob us. And so as quickly as they walked away, I eased up the grip on my gun, you know, because you're in a situation there where you're thinking you might have to use a gun. I was probably giving it a death grip, you know, and the grips just literally fall off the gun. Big chunks of plastic are inside the grip frame, and the grips basically fall off in my hand. You know, and in no way do I think the gun itself would fail. My whole contention of the video was that a large piece of that plastic could have gotten in the way of the mainspring, allowing me to cock the hammer fully back. Had that happened, and somebody broke in on me, that could have cost me and my family our lives. You know, a piece of plastic in your grip blocking your mainspring. Now, would that have happened? Probably not. Could it have happened? Yes. So my whole gist of the video was to warn people, if they have this particular gun, to pay particularly close attention to the grip panels. You know, 357 Magnum in that little gun is a heavy recoiling caliber. A lot of Bond Arms firearms have heavy recoiling calibers. Those are very small grip panels. You know, I know the roughneck was an inexpensive version of the Bond Arms, and in order to sell it cheaply, they have to cut corners somewhere, and it was obviously the initial run of grips were not up to par. And so my whole contention with that video was to warn people, not to trash the gun, because I think the gun is awesome. Customer service was awesome. You know, they like, no problem, we'll get you a new set of grips out in the mail. They sent me a hat, you know. Not a question asked. Customer service is outstanding. The gun itself is outstanding. Now, I did sell mine just because I wanted to move on to something else. I wanted the new LCP2. So when I got the opportunity, somebody offered to buy it from me, and I sold it to them. So I do regret that. I wish I had another one. If I ever buy another one, it will be a 9mm. And but the whole contention of that video was just to warn people to keep an eye on your grips. You know, don't just assume that something that comes from the factory is always 100%. You know, anything can have a failure. And the last moment you want anything to have a failure is when you might need it. So the whole gist of that video was not to trash Bond Arms, not to say that they weren't awesome guns, because they are. You know, I'm sitting here right here saying now that I would love to have another one. You know, just haven't had the funds to you know, really commit to that type of gun that you know, it's just not on something I can afford right now. I'll put it that way. So anyway, I've gotten more negative comments on that video. I've gotten more, and I did fail to mention that the only time I ever tightened the grips was with the tip of a knife while camping, with the intention of tightening them further when I got home and blue Loctite them. But I did not mention that. I thought I did, but I didn't. So anyway, just to clarify that up, you know, if you watch that video, please watch this video as well, because, you know, before you are quick to judge me for something that, you know, you just assume I've done something wrong because something you are really interested in or really like, you don't want to think that there could be an issue with yours. And I understand that, you know, pride of ownership, you know, we all cherish what we own. So anyway, I want to clarify that video. You know, had most people watch the entire video, I think they would have caught the whole gist of the video. So anyway, I'm trying to keep this one short. So I appreciate everybody that watches, takes the time to give me thumbs up, leave comments. Even if your comment's negative, you give me a thumbs down. You know, I put this out here to try and help people. I have no vested interest in this. This makes me no money. I'm just trying to share an experience. If a same person with any gun, under the same circumstances, with your family in there, would have had the same thing happen, and you had your gun fail, you would be trashing it like all out. And don't tell me you wouldn't, because you would. It's just human nature. So, you know, but I never trashed the gun. What I trashed was the poor quality of manufacture that they put into the grips that they put onto the guns. They have since, from what I gather, redesigned the grips. The grips they sent me to replace the ones I had were redesigned. And from what I gather, they're even further redesigned. So, you know, if Bond Arms, if you watch this and you want to send me one to try out, you know, I'll take it in 9mm. And but I do appreciate everybody, and sorry for the rant. I'm just kind of tired of all the blame game and throwing it all on me. When if you'd watched the entire video, I think you would have got the gist that I wasn't ever attempting to degrade Bond Arms, because I think they're an awesome company. I do. I think that their Derringer is the top of the line, the Cadillac, the BMW, the Ferrari of that type of gun. So anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry for rambling. I'll keep it short. I'm tired of pissing people off, so thanks for watching.